everyone, my name is Tanvi, and the purpose of this presentation is to understand who I am as a consumer and what external factors influence my purchasing decisions. To understand this better, I used PESTEL framework which helps analyze external factors that influence consumer behavior. In this self-environmental scan, I focus on four key factors: economic, socio-cultural, technological, and environmental. These factors shape my attitude, lifestyle choices, and preferences, and influence how I view products, how I shop, and how I make my purchasing decision as a consumer. Have you ever wanted to buy a luxury brand but couldn't because you were on a budget? This situation is influenced by economic factors that shape consumer behavior. According to the research, factors such as income level, inflation, and purchasing power affect how consumers spend their money. For example, recent data shows that consumer prices in Canada are increasing, reflecting increasing inflation and the cost of living. Because of this, the consumer become more careful about their spending. As an international student with a limited income, these economic conditions influence my purchasing decisions as well. Even if I like certain brand, I usually choose products that provide good value for money. For example, when buying clothing, I often shop at stores like Stitches because they offer trendy styles at affordable prices. Next up is the socio-cultural factors. Have you ever bought something because it was trendy or some other people were around you wearing it? Socio-cultural factor has influenced you. It includes cultural values, social norms, and peer influence that shape consumer preferences and attitude towards a brand. Research shows that cultural contexts affect how consumers judge products and make purchasing decisions. Consumers also use products to express their identity, which is known as symbolic consumption. In my experience, sociocultural influence can be seen in how I discover and choose brands. For example, I first learned about the clothing store Stitches through social influence and lifestyle trends around me. Seeing other wearing trendy and affordable clothing from this brand influenced my perception and encouraged me to explore the more. Next up is technological factor. Have you ever searched for a product online before deciding to buy it? Technology has changed how consumers search for information and make purchasing decisions. With the growth of internet and the smartphone, consumer can easily access product information, review and price comparison. Research also shows that consumer encouraging in web grooming and showrooming, combining both online and in-store shopping experience. In my experience, I usually search for the product online, compare prices, and read customer reviews before deciding where to buy. For example, after learning about the clothing store Stitches, I searched for it online platform like Instagram and read customer reviews. After seeing the styles and affordable prices, I went to the store by myself. Lastly, the environmental factor. Have you ever thought about how your purchasing choices affect the environment? Environmental factors are becoming increasingly important in influencing consumer behavior and purchasing decisions. Research shows that environmental awareness can shape a consumer identity and responsible buyer who try to reduce environmental harm through purchasing decisions. In my own purchasing behavior, environmental awareness influence some of the choices I make. For example, I try to reduce plastic use, prefer reusable products that whenever it is possible. This shows that environmental factor can shape consumer attitude and encourage more responsible consumptions. Interaction between these two factors. Consumer behavior is usually influenced by several factors at the same point. For example, technology and social culture factors work together when people discover products on social media and read review before buying. At the same time, economic and environmental factors also interact because consumers may want eco-friendly product but still think about price and affordability. This shows that purchasing decisions are shaped by multiple environmental influences rather than just one factor. In conclusion, the self environmental scan helped me understand how different external factors shape my consumer behavior. Economic factor encouraged me to stay in my budget. Technological factor helped me become more aware by giving access to the information and reviews. Socio-cultural factors influence my choices through trends and social influence, and environmental factors remind me to be more responsible and careful in my own consumption. Understanding these influence helps can help me explain why consumers behave the way they do. Lastly, I would like to leave you with the question: who are you as a consumer? What influence your purchasing decisions? Please write your answer in the comments. Thank you for watching the presentation.